it first. All right. Greetings, everyone. This is Danny from Hard Travel, your cruise experts. And it is Tuesday night, and I could not be more excited to talk cruise with each and every one of you tonight. So I'm going to kick it off, as always, with the cruise news. We'll dig into some of the top stories. If you have any questions on the top stories, please keep them coming. We absolutely love that. And of course, do us a huge favor if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like and comment down below. If you want to give your advisor a shout out, we'd love that. If you have any questions, I'm going to stay on all night. Well, at least as long as it takes to answer all of those questions. And of course, most importantly, when you're ready to book your next cruise, reach out to the experts at Hard Travel. We would love to support you. And man, we are riding high. January was not just our record month. It was our record month by a lot. And the most important part of that is our customer feedback. So once again, super excited for all of that. Thank you guys for joining us. And without further ado, I'm going to jump in. But the way I'm going to start it tonight is similar to what we've done previously. If you would like to join us tomorrow, so tomorrow night, same time, same place, I will be hosting a Everything Celebrity Cruises deep dive into the news and more, an AMA where I'll answer all your questions. But the best part of this is if you join us and you're live for the presentation, you can win a free cruise for 4 in a balcony to Mexico, the Caribbean, or Alaska. So just really quick, I've got to get the terms and then I'm going to jump in. The link, the first comment up there, I'm going to post it right now. But if you go to the very top of the comments, click on that. You do have to register through StreamYard. You're going to get an email saying that you're registered, and then you'll also get a link to log in, and you'll get a reminder about an hour out. But I got to give you the terms. So it's a 7-day celebrity cruise. You must be present to win. You must be 18 or older, a resident of the United States, and it is in no way affiliated with YouTube. This is a Hard Travel giveaway. Our goal is to talk everything celebrity cruises. We love celebrity. I've got some really exciting news about celebrity I'll share in the news today. But once again, if you'd like to win a cruise, balcony for up to 4 guests, Mexico, Caribbean, or Alaska, make sure that you register and join us at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. So I'll mention it once or twice as we dig further in. But as always, leave your comments, leave your questions, and we'll get to them all as we head out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this up as we dig into the news. We go. And we'll kick off our news today. And once again, if I don't cover a story you want me to cover, just let me know in the comments, and we would be very, 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 very happy to answer that. So first off, first question or first bit of news here is Royal Caribbean. And man, did Royal Caribbean have a great earnings report. Their stock bounced 20% almost instantly. Let me say that again. Their stock bounced 20%. It went up like $55. It was really quite amazing. But on that earnings report, the first big thing is they're making money and they're doing a great job with it. They have done an amazing job recovering from the pandemic. They are building new ships. They're investing in their fleet. They're investing in brand new projects. So the other huge announcement, and I know many of you guys have been waiting for this, I know I have as well, is a brand new class of ship from Royal Caribbean. And it is right now under the code name Project Discovery. So we do now know officially that it'll be coming. I believe they said the first ship will be 2030, 2031, right in there. They've signed the agreement. They'll be built in France. I'll double check the dates on when those start to launch. But this is really exciting because they've been teasing it for so long. And I'd love to know what you would love to see on a new. And all right. So once again, huge announcement from Royal Caribbean, Project Discovery going live. They're going to be sharing more information. As we've mentioned before, we have a special relationship with Royal. That's all the information I can give you right now. But as I'm allowed, we'll be sharing much more. But all I have to say, guys, the ship is going to be an epic. It's going to be an epic success. It's what our guests are looking for. And you're going to find time and time again that Royal does listen, and they do an incredible job with that. So once again, Project Discovery is a real thing. The next news story is Royal Caribbean is currently spending $150 million developing their they're Royal Beach Clubs. So the first one, and my eyes are getting old, I got to zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So Royal Beach Club in Cozumel. That's going to be done at the end of this year. I can't wait. I'm heading to Cozumel in just a couple weeks. There are some good beach clubs. I like Paradise, Mr. Sancho's from way back in the day, but nothing like this exists today. Really excited. This trip, my family is going to do a day pass to the Westin. A lot of people have been asking me. We love to do day passes because we got little kiddos. We'll go use the pool. We'll use the beach. We'll have some delicious food and then head back. So once again, Royal Beach Club Cozumel, and one that I'm super excited about. I think Royal is genius. Royal Beach Club Santorini. What this means is you'll be able to really explore Santorini. You could do an excursion and the beach club. They spread people out, and it's sure to be a huge success. So if you're heading to Santorini on Explorer of the Seas, Odyssey of the Seas this summer, you definitely want to consider that. It should be ready for this summer. All right, continuing along. Legend of the Seas is coming a week early. We will be on the pre-inaugurals. We're doing our very best to join that July 4th sailing. Stay tuned. I'll let you know more. But there's a lot of space on there because, once again, the ship is going to be ready earlier than planned and ready to rock and roll. So 1 week earlier. All right. Another great news story, something I'm really excited about, is celebrity. Now, I'm not going to do too much celebrity news because tomorrow I'm going to do a ton of celebrity updates and news. But they also, on the earnings call, they announced that they're ordering 10 additional river vessels. The first vessel doesn't hit the water until 2027, late 2027. It's already been so successful that they're ordering 10 more. So they'll have 20 by 2031. And very importantly, 2028 Celebrity River is now on sale. We've booked a ton over the last couple weeks, or last couple days. Sorry about that. If you'd like to join us, just let me know. We'd love to help you out with it. And some really cool news. Selfishly, I'm really excited about this. We just got an invitation, and in April, we'll be heading over to Amsterdam to meet with the celebrity group, and we'll be touring the shipyard, seeing the very first glimpses of the brand new river ships and digging a little bit deeper into the product. We'll come back and share that with you. So as a nerd, I've been lucky enough to do this twice. Visiting a shipyard with a ship under construction, I can't think of anything cooler than that. I was lucky enough to go to the Icon when she was about 80% done. I was able to hop over to the Norwegian Prima when she was about 80% done too. So now with Celebrity. So super excited for that. All right, some more news. 2 cruise lines have raised gratuities. That is Margaritaville at Sea and Carnival. Though we don't book a ton of either of these cruise lines, what we generally tend to find is when 1 or 2 of them do it, others follow suit. And keep in mind, if you add your gratuities ahead, you can lock in the rates. So for example, I don't know that Royal's going to do it, but if you have a Royal cruise in 2027, you can ask your Hard Travel advisor or our incredible customer experience team, could you please add my prepaid gratuities? You won't pay for that until you pay your final payment, but you'll lock in the rate. Once again, I'm not announcing an increase for Royal, Norwegian, Celebrity, anybody, but what we tend to find is when 1 cruise line or 2 cruise lines in this case do it, they all tend to follow suit. So make sure you get those locked in if you would like. Some other exciting news, Explora Journeys, their brand new Explora 3 is actually going to be coming on earlier. So just like with Legend of the Seas, you can get on early. So a brand new sailing was just released. I'll follow up with you next week, but we're about 90% sure we're going to be on board. So if you want to do something that's more of a sampler, it's 5 nights on board the beautiful Explora 3. We would absolutely positively love for you to hop on board. The pricing is really fantastic because it's kind of a late ad. This is in late July. And then we also were lucky enough to be invited to the christening ceremony of Explora 3. Okay. All right. MSC is further expanding their fleet with Yacht Club. Guys, the Yacht Club is a home run. It's one of our top selling products of late. We're finding that time and time again, our guests are loving their Yacht Club experiences. They do come with, some incredible inclusions. I love that everybody has butler service. You've got that included beverage package with, oh my gosh, the complimentary or included fresh squeezed orange juice all around. So very, very, very excited for that. All right. So MSC, once again, expanding Yacht Club, and they will also be adding it to the MSC Musica and the MSC Orchestra. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. MSC is one of the top sponsors of Formula One. And they were really, really kind, and they invited us to join them at F1 Austin this year. My wife, who's a huge fan, actually was able to go meet the drivers, head into the paddock. But the reason I wanted to share that with you is both Explora and MSC have some incredible add-ons, and Crystal Cruises has the most incredible cruise coming up this summer where you can add on a pre at F1. I think it's in Madrid this year, Barcelona. Don't quote me on that, but at the Spanish one, you go on your cruise, and then afterwards, it is Formula One Monaco. And guys, hotels, things like that are so crazy. It's amazing that you get to be on a ship, but they have world-class access. So if you're interested in Formula One, and I'll say, my wife's been a huge fan for a while. I've been kind of learning and leaning into it, if you will. But MSC and Explora and Crystal have some incredible combo products if you're interested. Okay. Speaking of MSC, in addition to adding the Yacht Club to a couple more ships, they're building a second private island. If you haven't had a chance, guys, go check out the MSC, our MSC private island tour, Ocean Key. It's fantastic. They took what was a waste site, basically a dump of industrial, rebar and concrete and all this stuff from other projects. They cleaned it up incredibly well. They added a reef system all the way around it. It is a stunning private island experience. So they just announced they're doing a big expansion. They're adding a longer pier so they can have two ships there. They're adding more dining areas. They're adding, a lot more cabanas. And then they're also building from scratch a second private island right next door called Little Key. So we're hearing that this will be used possibly for Yacht Club guests, for Explora Journeys when they head over there. But once again, we'll learn a lot more. But how cool is that? They're sitting around their dinner table going, you know what? I think we should get another private island. Let's build it. Why not? Let's create our own private island. That is MSC, guys. They have an incredible vision. And once again, especially Yacht Club, our feedback has been killer. Also, on top of that, MSC's investing another $450 million in Grand Bahamas, and they're building a brand new port. We expect it to be kind of a port/private island style experience. But the people of the Bahamas, the Minister of Tourism, is really excited for that. So once again, $450 million, a brand new pier, a brand new beach club experience, a welcome plaza, retail, dining, and entertainment venues. MSC's going big. And why not? They'll have 8 world-class ships. They have a brand new class of ship coming. And once again, specifically Yacht Club, man, the feedback we're getting is fantastic. And if you want the biggest steal in cruising today, look at Explora Journeys in the luxury segment, especially that ultra lux segment, and look at MSC Yacht Club on the seascape out of Galveston. You'll be shocked, right? We're booking Yacht Club, balcony, cat for 2. Under $5,000, that's your beverage package, butler package, all of it. It's phenomenal. So anyways, get excited when I talk about those things. And also our friends at Holland America, they released their 2027 Grand Voyages. Guys, nobody does long cruising quite like Holland America. They've been doing it the longest. They're phenomenal at it. And they have some amazing options, and you can get a bargain. I just booked one for a gentleman. He's doing a 55-day Grand Voyage. And yet he took an inside cabin. The price blew me away. It was something, it was under $100 per day, which when you extrapolate that out, you can't eat, drink, do that stuff at home for that. So there we go. Also, I mentioned this last week, but I love this. As I mentioned, I had a family history. My wife's grandma Nani, she sailed on the Queen Mary when she was 8 years old by herself. And we just got a picture yesterday, or it might have been this morning. Queen Mary 2 and the original Queen Mary had a meetup in Long Beach. So a little bit of nostalgia. And those of you who aren't from Southern California, where Carnival does their check-in, it's a big white dome. That used to be where they housed the Spruce Goose, the only wooden plane of its size ever made. It actually got off the ground for a few minutes. But one of my favorite things to do is if you're cruising out of LA or Long Beach, come in a day or two early and stay on the Queen Mary. You can actually sleep overnight there. They have several different styles of accommodations. They've recently done a big expansion. What a cool way to kick off your cruise leaving out of LA or Long Beach than to sleep in a place that people have been sleeping for over 100 years. All right, our friends at Oceania. The Sonata is live. It was their biggest launch ever by 45%. And man, am I excited for this new class of ship. It's everything that Oceania has ever wanted to do. And I think it's going to be, and I use these words very carefully, I think it's going to be perfect. I think what they're doing with it is spectacular, expanding the specialty, making the ship bigger, but not adding that many more people. You're going to have a lot more larger suites, mid-size suites, and even smaller suites to choose from. Previously, they have some brand new dining concepts. And guys, the food is out of this world incredible. The food is absolutely spectacular. In fact, my mouth is watering thinking of those crepes that I had on board, that duck and watermelon salad at Red Ginger, that incredible ribeye steak at Polo Grill, the Giada specialty dishes at Toscana, Yacht. I mean, anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to start eating my computer here. Pretty hungry. But once again, Oceania Sonata on sale. Stay tuned. In the next day or two, we're going to have our full Norwegian Aura ship overview. We got some insider information that we're able to share with you. So if you check out the channel, we just released the suites and the rooms on the Norwegian Aura. So coming very soon is the Aura overview. Right after that, we'll have our Celebrity River Cruises overview coming soon, then the Oceania Sonata. So stay tuned, and then Allure of the Seas. All right. Norwegian Cruise Lines, our good friends at Norwegian, they are returning to South America for the 2028 season. So they'll be sailing between Santiago, San Antonio, and Buenos Aires. We love Norwegian. They do a great job, and we're really excited to see they're back in that market. All right. More news. Once again, celebrity news. We're going to dig in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this one more time here. Guys, for those of you who are just joining us, we have another live stream tomorrow. After this, I'm going to answer all your questions. We have another live stream tomorrow, but this one you have to register for. And the great reason to register is if you're live, we'll be doing a live drawing. You got to be 18 or older, a U.S. resident, and know that it's not affiliated with YouTube at all. But you can win a cruise for four, a balcony cruise for four guests to Mexico, the Caribbean, or Alaska. We've got a bunch of our advisors going to Alaska on the solstice coming up here in May after a massive renovation. We'd love for you to join us, but you do have to register. Register, hop on 24 hours from now, join us, and see if you can't win that cruise. All right. Now, guys, I'm going to dig in. One of the things that we love the shout outs to our advisors and our customer experience team, guys. It makes their souls lift. They do such an incredible job for all of us. So if you've got a great experience you'd love to share, feel free to share it. Put all your questions in here as well, and I'm going to start going through them one by one. All right. What do you think about Princess having the medallion? I love it. I absolutely love it. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot. There's 10,000 hotspots around the ship. As you approach your room, it actually unlocks the door for you. As you order things, they can see who you are and they know kind of what the things are that you love. And the medallion, guys, it's the future of cruising. It's highly personalized service. And I remember the first time I used it, I went on board and I walked up and the guy said, "Oh, Mr. Janung, would you like another gin and tonic?" And I said, "What do you mean? How do you know that I had a gin and tonic?" "Well, they can see your bar order." And then we sat down with one of my great friends and colleagues, Bruce, and they said, "Mr. Roby, I see that you're gluten-free. What would you like from our gluten-free menu tonight?" Those kind of things to elevate service, guys. The more they know about you, the better they can provide service to you. C'est magnifique. All right. Good evening to you as well. 159 days until Harmony. Shout out to Maggie. I love that. And Eric, if you don't mind keeping track of that for me as we go, just do like a little Word doc on the side. That would be unbelievably amazing. Or if you want to grab it from Teams, I've got it sent to you and you can just add it right to that spreadsheet you have. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I just want to make sure that we take great care of our team when they do something great like Maggie's doing. Okay. So with lots of new ships, works about less couch sharing for families of four. Disney seems to get the family set up. Do you share advice with Royal Caribbean for cabins? I absolutely do. Check out the Infinite Family Balcony. I think that's the exact room that you're talking about there that Disney does. I think it's even better, but I do understand where you're coming from there. just about 30 days out from our cruise on Excel and Scuba Dave. It's going to be excellent. You're going to love it. The Excel blew my mind. I was, they do have I'll just say this. Make sure when you're on the cruise, you stop by and check out the photo booth. You're going to love that. All right. Hello, New Zealand. Can you order room service on Royal Caribbean from Chops Grill? Absolutely. If you're in Star Class only, and the specialties are only during those times that they're open and only for Star Class. Great question there. Okay. 17 days till getaway, my first Haven suite. Well, you're going to be having a good time. And of course, if you need any advice, any support, reach out to your Hard Travel advisor that booked it. I love the getaway. One of my favorite experiences I've ever had cruising was on the getaway. Hello to you. Shout out to Elaine. She is the best. I would agree. She's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for that. 4 days until Star of the Seas. Oh, man, you're going to love it. I miss Star. She was my home. Spent 28 days on her when she launched, and the saddest thing was having to leave. Hello, Amy. It's always good to see you. Let's see here. Can you order food to go from a specialty restaurant? Generally, no, unless you're in Star Class or the Haven or the Celebrity Retreat top suites. But generally, no, you cannot. Happy New Year. Loving all your videos, reposting on Facebook. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Just booked Alaska with Kelly McClure, another one of our absolutely fantastic advisors there. I love that. You're going to love Alaska. I've been to Alaska almost 40 times now on cruises, and I can go and not get off the ship and love the scenery. As you sail in and out of Skagway, you've got the beautiful glaciers up there. As you sail in and out of Juneau, same thing. It's the sailing part is amazing. If you pay attention, you're sure to see wildlife. We saw a ton of dolphins and whales on our last cruise. Man, Alaska is just amazing. Link says Royal Caribbean night, not Celebrity. Well, give me 1 second, and I'll see if I can't get that one here. We go in. I've got that here. Okay, I'm just going to paste it at the bottom just in case we got the wrong one in there. So everybody stop from posting for 2 seconds if you haven't done so already. So first off, with that link, you can actually go register for Royal because we're doing the same thing on the 11th. Right? So you can win a cruise. You can actually use that link to register right now. So I just put in the link for the Celebrity one. Go ahead, click on that, guys. It's the third from the bottom. Register. We'd love for you to join us tomorrow. And man, I would love to give you a free cruise. My 2 favorite calls I've done this whole year were the 2 calls for Norwegian and for Royal. And next 2 weeks, we got 2 more cruises to give away. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for pointing that out. Here we go. Hello from Michigan. We love to cruise, but we've never used a TA. We were able to transfer 2 cruises to Elizabeth. She's been amazing. Thank you for saying that. Elizabeth is amazing. And one of my favorite things is right before she started working for us, I actually got to meet with her on the Star of the Seas. She went on one of our tours, and man, just an incredible human being. So I love that. Thank you so much. And once again, thanks for that reminder there. What's your favorite place to eat on Apex? Well, my favorite item to eat is the seafood tower at Raw on 5. Hands down, doesn't come close. My favorite destination to eat, my favorite dining experience is Eden. I absolutely adore it. We've eaten there quite a few times, and it is Michelin inspired, and you're going to have one of the best meals of your life. Right now, I'm thinking of their brioche dinner rolls that you literally put it in your mouth and it just melts. Like it's unbelievable. Does Hard Travel book Princess? Yes, and we were actually one of their fastest growing accounts in the world this past year. We book a lot of Princess. We filmed a ton of it. In fact, I filmed we do a lot of their cruise tours. I believe we are their top seller of cruise tours over the last year. As far as growth goes, we would love to help you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Discovery 2029. There you go. So 2029 is the first project, Discovery. And then I think the second ship is 2031, if I remember that. Shout out to our Hard Travel agent, Kelly McClure. Set us up with our first family cruise in a junior suite. Can't wait for December 26 on Harmony. Thank you, Sarah. I love that. Being in a junior suite based on availability, you will be able to dine in Coastal Kitchen. And that's absolutely delicious. You're going to enjoy that. And of course, the extra space, the great amenities in the junior suite itself. All right, here. We're considering a Celebrity South America cruise in 2029. Have you done the trip embarking from Buenos Aires? I sure have. I love it. It's a little far off, but first off, you kind of have to decide, do I want to set foot on Antarctica or am I good cruising through Antarctica? So Princess or Celebrity, Royal, Holland, they're going to cruise you to Antarctica, but you're not going to get off. If you do want that, let us know. Seabourn does an amazing job. Silver Sea. We've got some amazing offerings from Scenic, a lot more, but go in 4 or 5 days early to Buenos Aires. If you're looking for an add-on, Iguazu Falls is an amazing place to visit. You also can head over to Mendoza there for some wine. So many things to do. Hop on down to Bariloche, one of my favorite cities on planet Earth. Is it too late to book spring break? No. I mean, some products are sold out, but I booked quite a few spring break cruises in the last couple of weeks. Let us know. We'd love to help you. There we go. Is NCL getting any newer ships in 26, 27? Absolutely. This year, we'll be hopping on the 27th of March, the brand new Norwegian Luna for her christening. So 2027, the brand new Norwegian Ara will be coming out. Our video on that's going to come out in the next day or two. 2028 is a twin sister ship to the Ara. 6 years, 6 brand new ships. Then they're taking a break in 2029 and 2030. You'll have their first mega ship. I think Royal Caribbean Oasis class size, and I can't wait to see what NCL does with that. Are there cruises that go to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic? Many that go to the Dominican Republic. I'm not sure any dock in Punta Cana. Is NASA going to be Royal Caribbean Beach Club as well? Yep, they launched it. It's there. Hey, our great friend Lydia McCarthy. Hello, Danny. Thank you for sending me that picture as well. From Arkansas, snow on the ground, mid-60s today, so goodbye snow. Thanks to Christina for all her great help. Hope you and your family are in good health. And thank you again for reaching out to me after my procedure. Brought a big smile to my face, and you are one of our all-time favorites. I know we're not supposed to pick favorites, but Lydia, you're incredible. Thank you for all you do for us, and I can't wait to cruise with you again soon. Kelly was awesome to work with. I love that. Okay. Did you know the Chandris line is actually Celebrity Cruises? Absolutely. I actually talked about that the other day. That's where the X comes from, right? For Celebrity, the CH, the Chandris is the name of the family that started it. What are your thoughts about Royal having slots at Meyer Turku? And it doesn't appear to being for Icon or Oasis. I think it is for Icon, actually, because they have options for Icon 6 and 7, and we know that Discovery is going to be built in France. But keep in mind, that's Royal Group. We also know that Celebrity is working on a brand new class of ship. We can't share anything more than that, but 2028, we're going to have the 6th Edge class ship, and then my guess is 2030 or so, we're going to have a brand new class of ship that might be being built at Meyer Turku. I'll get back to you there. Okay. All right here. Been on 3 cruises and enjoyed them. I absolutely love that. At Rachel Myers, maybe limited. Okay, there we go. Never too late. Thank you so much. Is the Yacht Club on MSC like suite only class? It is. It's a ship within a ship concept. There we go. All right. Here. Okay. All right, link in the description. We got that, so we just sent you the right one. Once again, at the bottom, sign up. Join us tomorrow for Celebrity. Go to the very top. You can sign up for the 11th of February for Royal. Both nights, we're giving away a free cruise. Any cruises that visit Rome and Athens without it being the last stop? Yes, I'd have to double check. Princess does this a lot. Rome and Athens are both kickoff stops, but yeah, there are several that do that. Reach out to your Hard Travel advisor, and we can help you find that. How many times are you planning on playing b-ball in 2026? Every single time, and I'm so excited. We're actually putting in a new court outside at my house, so my little dude and I can ball it up. We're ready to go. We sailed on the second ever sailing of Star. While the ship was beautiful, our family felt the flow was chopped up. We were on Wonder and felt like Wonder was. I kind of, every person has their own opinion. I kind of feel the opposite. I thought Star was wide open, being able to go on an escalator from deck 2 to deck 4 to deck 5, stairs that go from 5 to 6 up through the Pearl, stairs that go up to the Central Park. I thought the flow was magnificent, and the destination elevators, yay. All right. High five. Agree. Let's do that thing. Going to Alaska. First time on Anthem on a casino offer. Can't wait. I hope our Hard Travel Advisor did a great work for you. Hello from Ohio. Can't wait. Our back-to-back 2-bedroom Aqua and Royal Loft. Thank you, Vincent. Hey, Luis. It's always good to see you. You're going to love that cruise. And Vince and I were just talking about you and about the Clemente name. And my dad was a huge fan of Roberto Clemente. So we were actually chatting about you yesterday. Hello, Charles. So good to see you. I did get your email. Put it in the hopper for when we do our hosted journeys. 40 days until the beyond. I bet you're beyond excited for that. It's going to be amazing. All right. Once again, this is that link for to sign up for our celebrity cruise with that giveaway. Once again, not affiliated with YouTube. Oh, thank you so much. You definitely didn't have to do that, but we love that. Appreciate it greatly. And that's my middle name, Robert. I love that. Hi, Danny. Celebrity Excel versus Silhouette. So different. I mean, Excel's the newest ship. Silhouette is an incredible updated ship. I think it would really depend on what you're looking to get out of it, where you're going, the room categories that you're looking at. Excel does a better job with kind of the ship within a ship concept. But I've got a real sweet spot with Silhouette. I love her. I love the ship design. I love the way it's laid out. It's going to be a tie unless there's a specific thing you're looking for. And that's what our Hard Travel Advisor is there for, to help you find that out. Okay, there we go. Link on top came back as celebrity. Well, no problem. We got them all. Appreciate that. We've seen Norwegian. We've been on Norwegian exclusively. Is MSC a better choice? I wouldn't say that at all. I think it's a different choice. I think the Haven is amazing, unique, has its own bit. Yacht Club as well. Below Yacht Club, I don't do as much MSC because I think that the contemporaries are a lot better in that segment, but Yacht Club really does do a great job. Are you going on the Luna this year? Absolutely, we are. I love your channel. We met on the Viva Haven on December 24. We're booked on Luna and Ara Transatlantic. Well, you're going to love it. Do you ever do cruise lines? Yeah, we do Disney. We'd love to book your Disney cruise. Just let us know. Why are the Icon lofts so tiny? Well, they're not tiny in the big picture, but for Star Class suites, they are on the smaller side. But you know, it's the way Royal chose to do it. I've cruised in 5 Icon lofts, and I gotta say, I loved it. I really loved it. I know there's a 30-day window, privately booked cruises with NCL to a travel agent. Is that the same with Princess and Royal? It is. Yep. With Norwegian, they also allow it if it's paid in full to do it within 7 days. Oops, sorry, I got the hiccups. Give me 1 second. I've been talking all day. It's almost like I do this for a living. All right. There we go. Luis, back-to-back on Symphony. You're going to love it. Let's see here. Love the art auctions. Does Celebrity do it? Yeah. And guys, it's all the same company. It's all Park West. And so you're going to love it. If you love it elsewhere, you'll love it there. Danny, David Franklin, enjoy your descriptions of the ship cabins on YouTube. Thanks for that. Do all the celebrity ships have Le Petit Chef? Nope. And they're actually starting to take it away so they're actually, when they do Solstice, they're removing that experience for a brand new Italian restaurant. Do you think the Royal Caribbean will come to Philadelphia? Possibly. Guys, they're going to have to find new ports. Once again, 7 Icon class ships on order. They'll have 7 Oasis class, probably 4 or 5 Project Discovery. They're going to have to find new ports. So quite possibly. Okay, here. Shout out to Michelle. She was able to reprice several of our cruises and save. There we go. Enough to cover our airfare to Barcelona for our Legend Transatlantic. I love that, Kevin. Michelle's great people. Just had our first Indulge Food Hall experience recently, and the Indian food was amazing. I've talked about this a lot, guys. The Indian restaurant Tamara, right when you walk in, I sit down immediately. I get a couple garlic naan with some tikka masala or some butter. We filmed. You can see all the videos. So I think she's a great ship. Are Celebrity Edge and Ascent identical? They are 92% identical. The Excel, the big difference there is Excel does have a brand new venue that I'm not going to talk about. You'll find out when you get on board. But they also redid Eden. And so now it's Mosaic Restaurant and it's the Bazaar. I'm talking about the Excel. So there we go. Eric just corrected me. I appreciate that. So Edge is the first ship. Ascent is the fourth. So if you look at it, the Ascent is one block bigger than Edge. So it's about 66 feet longer, give or take. And with that, what you'll find is I think it's got better flow. I love both of them, don't get me wrong. But they've been able to really increase things like the Retreat is quite a bit bigger. So very similar, but different. 85 days until Oasis from New Jersey. I love that. Hey, Charles Etta, thank you. Have you ever tried 3 ice cream cones at once? Yeah, that's child's play. On our last video, I did 4. Seriously, craziness, huh? Cruising in Haven for Alaska. Any benefits for getting off and taking the shuttle? No, we get a priority disembarkation, but without it with any extra advice. No, when you do get back, if it's within an hour, I think 2 hours from departure, you will also have the Haven. They'll be there with the sign and escort you right on board. Heading down to Fort Lauderdale for our ABC cruise on Oasis of the Seas. I need to get away from the cold and snow. Can't blame you there. With Carnival developing Ensenada Bay Village, any insight on other cruise lines doing something similar with Mexican Riviera? Well, I just talked about MSC doing that at the Grand Bahama Yard, but no, nothing more on Mexican Riviera that we've heard of. Please make all your walkthroughs at least 2 hours long. Well, I'll keep working on that. All right, found a 4-night cruise on Utopia and saw the 2-bedroom Aqua Theater suite was $11,500. Notice it was star class and worth it. Is it worth it? I mean, yes, I would say. If you think about that, that means if you book the back-to-back, you're pricing at about $17,000 or so. That's a lot less than what they go for most of the time on a 7-day cruise. So I think so. I think absolutely so. Right? Do you think the new Discovery ships for Royal will be similar to Freedom or Quantum? My guess is it's going to be a hybrid of those, but think about the things that people love, right? The new concepts, that's what the ship's going to be, right? They're going to take everything that people love from Icon and everything that people love from Oasis and from Quantum and from Freedom and hopefully put it all together. What's better, the Solarium suite or a 2-bedroom Aqua Theater? Well, the 2-bedroom Aqua Theater has 2 bedrooms. So if it's more than a couple going, that's always going to win. But I love that Solarium suite. The views, I mean, sitting in your bed, looking out like the captain does, how cool is that? And the way that suite was designed, it's amazing. So I love the Solarium suites. Sailing in the Haven and on the Joy in March. What are some of the things that you recommend? Well, we love the racetrack. Love the Haven there. It's absolutely fantastic. Make sure and say hi to Brendan for us. He should be there. He's the concierge most of the time. I love a lot of things. So, I mean, I think the shows, make sure that you hit up the shows. That is a bit of cruise news that I didn't announce is Norwegian now has completely gotten away from Broadway style shows. They are replacing Jersey Boys on Bliss with Choir of Man, which I'm actually okay with. I love Choir of Man. And then Beetlejuice is going to be going away on Viva, which is a huge bummer to me. They are replacing it with it's a Motown musical. And I think there's one other one going in. But Joy is just a joy to be on. So to me, I love heading to Cagney's, sitting outside, having a steak. But I think for me, it's all the shows that they have and the game shows and kind of that interactive area on the in the lobby. I love that. What is one destination people book for the wrong reasons and that they should be I'm not sure what you're asking there, but rephrase it and give it another shot. I'll be happy to answer it. Newbie question. We're going on our first cruise in a few months. Do you recommend taking offers Princess gives while on ship or recommend waiting till we work with Hard Travel on the return? So I think you're talking about booking an additional cruise. So getting it on board is a huge win, but there's 2 ways to do it. So one, if you know you want to book another one, reach out to your Hard Travel advisor before you go, and we can kind of pick out and say, this is the one you're going to do. That way you don't have to spend a lot of time on board doing it. Or while you're on board, just stop by and book an open cruise. As soon as you get back, schedule an appointment with your advisor, and then they can help you book it. What I hate is, you thinking of you spending 30 minutes, an hour sitting at that next cruise desk when you could be on the pool deck. Cruising Edge, Villa on Beyond, 7 days. Anything I should know? You're going to love it. Because you have that premium, my favorite thing to do is to get the seafood tower at Braun 5. Let me say that again. Crab legs, lobster, deliciousness. It's pretty happy there. Boarding day, I recommend going to the French restaurant for lunch. It's never crowded. Luminae gets really crowded on boarding day, and it's going to be included for you, and it'll be better than Luminae. Also, in addition to that, you can take advantage of all the specialties in your suite or in the specialties. Or if you're crazy like me, you could do, say, the seafood tower in your suite to start, and then head over to Fine Cut and make it the ultimate surf and turf. Mediterranean cruise in 101. I love Mediterranean cruising. All right, just sailed Ascent, sailing Edge from Seattle to Alaska. Love the figure 8 track. Absolutely, you're going to love that. We're avid Haven cruisers, but we noticed that the Haven restaurant never changes. Do you know if there will be any changes on that? Also, your opinion of Haven area growing on Prima class. So first off, if you have any special dishes you want, ask them. If you plan ahead, they can oftentimes make it for you. Within the Haven menu that hasn't changed, I have plenty of things I love. So I can have steak and lobster every night and be pretty happy. But they are going to be making some changes coming up. I'm excited for that. Also specialty there as well. But Haven area growing. I think that they're doing better and better with the Haven area on Prima Plus. I know that a lot of people loved kind of the Cheers at Sea setup on the Breakaway Plus class ships. And it seems like they're bringing that back with Aura and Prima 6. So I love the Haven on any ship, and I really do love it. We've done the Haven on Prima, we've done the Haven on Viva and on Aqua. All three of them were world-class experiences. We're trying to decide between Celebrity and Princess for a child-free 10-year anniversary. Which one would you recommend for more of a laid-back, quiet cruise? Well, first off, Oceania, Virgin Voyages, Viking, they're truly child-free. So if that's a huge priority, you may want to consider those lines. Celebrity tends to have less children than Princess. Princess actually has one of the better kids programs in the whole industry. So I would probably say Celebrity, but I'd want a bit more information. Where are you going? What time of year are you going? That kind of thing as well. Can we still book with you and the Hard Travel team, even though we're NCL Friends and Family Fair? Send it over. Most of the time, no, but I'll check it out. And guys, I don't know why it slipped my mind. If you booked us a brand new Celebrity cruise with us last week, or you book one over the next 7 days, we have a bonus OBC promotion that you can get for any new cruise. So we have other promos that combine with it. But on top of everything happening, if you book a new Celebrity cruise 6 nights or longer between now and February 11th, on top of all the promotions, you're going to get a $100 bonus OBC. $50 for inside an ocean view, $100 for a balcony, $200 for Aqua or concierge, and $300 for retreat. So that's going on all brand new because we're celebrating, drumroll, Hard Travel was Celebrity Cruises Partner of the Year. So super proud of that. I can't believe I didn't talk about that up front, but thank you. Book your Celebrity Cruises. Join us tomorrow night. And once again, win a free cruise. There we go. All right. There we go. Holland, no kids, only senior. Actually, Holland America has one of the best kids programs at sea too. I love their kids program. Now, if you do a 40-day cruise, it's going to be there. And for fun, Holland actually has a lower median age than Princess. So a little bit of a misnomer there. Things have changed. Still debating on taking Alaska cruise with Celebrity or Princess. Who do you recommend I speak with? Just reach out to our team and they'll connect you with one of our incredible advisors. We'd love that. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, keep them coming. Happy to answer them. I do see one more here, and then I'll wrap it up with the last question. So first off, what's Blue like? Blue is, if you're booked in an Aqua class room, it is a special restaurant for breakfast and dinner every day for Aqua class. Guys, it's great. It's delicious. The first time I booked Aqua Class, I was like, I kind of like big steaks. I kind of like the carnivore diet sometimes. Will I like quote unquote spa cuisine? Well, I loved it. I've been back many, many times. Blue, delicious for breakfast, delicious for dinner, and you won't be disappointed. All right. Here we go. Congratulations on being top celebrity travel group. Thank you so much, Charles. I really appreciate that. And booking celebrity and royal with Hard Travel soon. We just can't disconnect with the Haven. You're going to love it. They're all great. They're all great for different reasons. So love that. All right, guys. Once again, quick shout out. We do have a live tomorrow. We'd love for you to join us. We'd love for you to win a celebrity cruise for 4. Once again, guys, thanks for taking your time to join us today. I love your shout outs to our guests. I love the news. So we'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. I'm going to wrap it up. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And of course, as always, ciao